Hello, this is Legion 66, and welcome back to our hardcore survival world. Today I guess today is technically day 298, but this episode is going to be, it's going to be the welcome to the 300th day of our hardcore world. So we're gonna do the same type of thing we did for the last little show-off world, or show-off episode rather. We're going to walk around, show all the projects we did, and from this point on, we're going to try to do more of every 100 episodes. So the only reason we're doing it on 300 is we had a lot of projects that we were working on during the last episode, but now they're all done, and I didn't want to leave all of them for the 500th episode. Otherwise, that episode was just going to take so long. Okay, so I guess let's start over here in our underwater area. So I think in the last episode, or the last show all world, we had just the pineapple. So we had just SpongeBob's house. In this episode, however, we have the entire neighborhood done, at least for now. I think at some point in the future we will come back and show some more stuff off, or I guess we will come back and put interiors in, and we want to put like an underwater house somewhere. But for now, I'm pretty happy with this. So this one was done the last episode. But since then, we've added Squidward's house, which I think turned out really well. We added Patrick's house, which is a little, well, like it looks good. It's just a little basic, so I'm a big fan of these two more. Like, it wasn't that hard to come up with plans for a rock. But these two, they just look really cool. But my favorite, especially considering what I'm going to do with it, is definitely the little pixel art turtle. Like, it was really cool doing the shell. Really, really cool doing the shell. I really enjoyed doing this. So I'm happy with this. And at some point, it will end up becoming like an underwater storage area. So I'm super excited for that. So I'll put a whole bunch of chests in there. I'll put a whole bunch of like coral blocks. And then in the chest, I'll just keep all my underwater blocks. So I'll leave like my coral and my all of the blocks from the underwater monuments. So that should be pretty good. Okay, so we started at the farthest area. And then I guess I'll meet you guys when we're back over at our base, because a lot of the projects we did in these 250 days were finished over there. Okay, I'll see you guys there. Hello. Okay, welcome back to our house on the hill. So I guess the first thing I want to show you guys is the one that I'm the most proud of. I'm pretty sure the last episode we released, or at least the last hardcore episode we released, was us finishing this. So it is our mob chessboard. So I have the, finger quotes good guys and finger quotes bad guys. I really like it. It took a lot of work. Doing the creepers was a little scary, but I had upgraded my trident, so it wasn't too bad. Or it wasn't too bad getting him. It was still a little stressful getting him in without blowing everything up, especially naming him. I think I was super worried about that. Probably should have named him first and then made him a charged creeper. But I don't know. I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. Yeah, it's just really cool, and I don't think I've seen anyone do a build like this. So I'm really proud of this. Okay, and I guess right before. Or I can put on my wings. We still have a couple rockets left. So, right before we finished that, we did... I think the sugarcane farm was done first. So, it's definitely going to need to be upgraded. Although, it just got some more. Oh, really got some more. Cool. But yeah, it's just going super slowly. so I will need to upgrade it. I will need to make it a lot larger. Probably like quadruple it or just make a different design. But it does provide me some sugarcane, which I can use to make paper for the rockets, yeah. But I'm happy with that. It does work, especially when I'm over in this area, it works really well. So I have a couple builds that I'm going to put in this area, which at the very least will end up stockpiling some of that. The one build I am really happy about was this XP farm. Like, it just stores XP because it smelts everything. It's currently not smelting. Oh, because it doesn't have anything there. Okay, but as soon as this is full, so again, same story, I just need to be in this area a little more. And then, as soon as that one grows, I'm assuming, it will break all of these and then dump the fuel in there. So, there you go. And then it'll just smelt all this cactus. Yeah. So really cool. So same thing. I'll be doing some more work in this area, and then that should help this stockpile up. And then I can just walk up. Obviously, I'm not gonna. Well, if I die, I have no reason for this. But if I go on like an enchanting binge or an upgrading armor binge, like I do want to make another set of netherite. That's only for unbreaking, for a project that I will get to in a second. Sorry, that's only blast proof, rather, not unbreaking. That's only blast proof, so none of this fire protection or normal protection. I think, yeah, that's my only blast proof armor right now. So I want to make this all like a blast proof set of armor, so I can. But we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, so super happy about that. So if I do go on the enchanting binge or armor combining binge, I'm going to go through my levels, and this will just give me 30 levels, well, from 0 to 30, so in like no time at all. So I'm super happy with that. Okay, after that, or I guess right on our 250th episode, we did show our little mob statue, which has since been given a name. So this is no longer just our little Mount Rushmore. This is now Mount Mobsmore. So I'm just really happy with the way it turned out. It looks super cool. Okay, so, and then in partnership with our little paper farm there, or our sugarcane farm, we built a creeper farm. And that was one of the big projects that I had on the go during our last show all episode. But it wasn't done, so I didn't want to show half a project. So I'll still need to do this path. It is kind of not aesthetically pleasing, but it is now done. Yeah, the cats are still in there. Also, I figured out I need to actually light up this like one block here. But it works. Not super fast, but it is going. I have 2 stacks already, so I'm happy. I can always like, I think I can put another layer below and another layer above if I want, if I find it's working too slow. And then I can always like go back or go to the sides as well. Like, it's far enough underground, I should be able to drop another one beneath the surface, and I have enough room between the collection chamber and the bottom platform that I can drop another one below that. So it is expandable. I do have room to put more stuff in there. And yeah, I'm happy with the way it turns out. And if I really want to increase the efficiency, I can always go on a little lighting of the caves, which I still haven't. I'm a little worried about doing that right now. I still haven't lit up the surface. So I know as soon as I start lighting up the caves, I will significantly increase the amount of mobs on the surface. And I don't really want to do that, at least not at the current moment. Okay, so one of the other Sorry, one of the other recent projects I did was this little greenhouse rather. Just a nice place for me to go relax. So let's get rid of you guys. Oh my goodness. Oh, I hate these zombies. So, I just really like the way it turned out. Just a little place for me to go relax. Can come in here, either sit down, read a book, enjoy the fresh breeze of the flowers. This is another one of the projects that is, well, it's done for now. At some point, I will come back and drop a little. I'll redo these walls, and I'll drop a second part down here that has coral, and it has all of the underwater blocks, and it has the coral fans, and it has all of those type of things, and a conduit, so I can have an underwater greenhouse thing as well, or an underwater greenhouse area as well. But I guess that'll be one of the projects for the next video, for the next large-scale show-all videos. Okay, so I think that's everything above the surface done for now. Oh, and the reason I have this little lookout area, or not lookout area, it's just because I have a whole bunch of mobs down there that burn during the daylight. So the skeleton, the zombies, I guess the skeleton and the zombies. And I had lost 2 of the mobs when I was actually building the chessboard. So I might come back and try to find something a little more aesthetically pleasing in the future. But for now, just the andesite was good enough for me. I'd lost 2 of them and I was almost done. And I was super upset. I couldn't believe it. So I had to wait probably a whole other day to get it done. So it's now day 298. I guess let's go over here. I have a couple projects that I did in the Nether. So we're gonna go show those. Oh my goodness! Wow. Okay. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed. And I will run into the Nether in the morning. I don't want any creepers blowing that up, and I don't want to start fights with baby zombies. So I'll see you guys at the door to the Nether in the morning. Okay. Good morning. As you can see, we are currently surrounded by and have arrows in us. So there were still some mobs here when I got here in the morning. But they're all dealt with, so piece of cake. So let's go into here and show off the two little projects we've since accomplished down here. One of them, I guess both of them I'm really happy with. Oh, also I had jumped in here just to see if everything was okay, and there were a whole bunch of mobs, including one creeper who ended up blowing up on me. So that wasn't nice. So I guess the first project was a Hog Wind Farm we built on the roof of the Nether. The Hog Wind Farm, for those of you who are playing 1.16, is just the most amazing, overpowered food farm in the game. So it's that way. So 2340. I guess I'll fly over there as we're talking. But the Hog Wind Farm is just the most overpowered food farm in the game. It's amazing. You get so much food. You get all of the... Oh no, did I miss it? Oh, there you go. Perfect! On one rocket as well. So you get pork chop, which is the best food in the game. You get leather, which is amazing as well. I don't think there's like an automatic leather farm, unless you manage to get it from fishing, which I don't recall. But yeah, so it's just super easy to build. I built a really easy one from Ilmango. I do have a little observation tower, or a little AFK platform at the top. It is covered so nothing will spawn up there. I'm okay to leave it. But yeah, it's just really nice. There you go. Well, that was convenient. And they'll run away because of the little fungus down there. Oh. little high. They'll run away because of little fungus, and they just drop down to their death. Except for that one guy who got stuck up. Which I didn't think? Oh, maybe I need to make it one higher. Okay. Yeah. Come at me. Not gonna happen. So, yeah, just a really, really effective way to get food. I'm glad it's still working. I was a little worried it was going to... Nice. I was a little worried it was going to not be functional when the full 116 came out, but it looks like it's still working. So I'm happy with that. And yeah, just a really, really good way to get food. Actually, I can stock up on some pork chops. But yeah, so the way you get the cow farm, it's not like an AFK, or it's just really difficult to make it AFK. So this works perfectly for me. So I think one night I'll just leave it running overnight and I'll stock up on food for the entirety of the game. Okay. So now the hard part, I should have written the coordinates to get back. But I guess I'm pretty sure it's this way. Yeah. So let's go back, and I guess I'm not sure if I'll make it. So I will skip to me making it, or when I am over there, okay? See you guys for the other nether project we worked on. Okay, I don't know what I was worried about. I was going in the exact right direction. Took me only a couple seconds to get there. So, let's go to the second project we did down here. Also, I should probably raise the roof a little bit so I can actually elytra down here. Although I guess if I'm able to elytra down here, I will be going full speed when I hit the bottom, and I'll probably fly right into this wall, doing a whole bunch of damage to me, so maybe I won't do that. Okay, so the project we did down here took a whole bunch of time. Luckily, with my, what is it, fortune pickaxe, it didn't cost any of the, or I had mending on the pickaxe, so I was just able to keep killing people, so I didn't break a pickaxe. But even though it took a little time, I was able to, oops, I guess maybe you guys can guess, but I built a giant wither spawning platform, or wither skeleton spawning platform. So they can only spawn on the nether bricks, which in my pack they are black. So this entire area has been flattened except for the 2 blaze spawners. Did that wither skeleton just walk off the edge? But yeah, so because I had updated this, or because I think he did walk off the edge. No one was seen there. Oh, there you are. So because I had updated this, I ended up significantly increasing the efficacy of managing to get the wither skeletons. It took me like 3 hours, 2 hours, maybe only 2 hours to get the first 3 wither skeletons. And even though it took me probably close to like 4 hours to build this entire thing, because I had to keep taking down pillars, I had to keep building over, and I had to be really careful during the build. I was going to do a time lapse of it, but it was just a little nerve-wracking to do on camera. So even though it took me probably like 4 hours to build this entire thing, I now have 9 wither skeletons. So I managed to get 5 or 6 of them just from this platform, and it was super easy doing it. So I'm really happy, especially considering I want to do, well, I guess as soon as we get up, I'll go to my next project that I really want to do. But I have a couple projects, and I really want the beacon. Obviously the beacon is super helpful, whether you want to instant mine a whole bunch of cobble, or you want to put it around your base just so you have regeneration. The beacons are really helpful items. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, right. You don't like me. Yeah, whatever. Let's go back up. Oh, also I've never seen one of you guys that went through here. Oh, where did he go? Oh, he's not there. Okay, so let's get back to my base before I end up getting killed by anything. And then in the morning, it should be day 300. Double check right as I land. Morning will be day 300. So nice. So time that perfectly. Saved our biggest project, our biggest off-screen project so far for day 300. I'll see you guys. Wait for it. I love the view of the room. I'll see you guys in the morning, okay? Okay, hello, welcome back. Good morning. So, as you can see right by the tip of the sword, it is day 300 right now. So we've made it 300 days on a hardcore world. So I'm really happy with that. Okay, so I did mention we saved the biggest project for last. I'm super happy to get to it. So, oh my goodness. That is... Well, I'm glad he didn't do any damage to me. Nice. Ouch. Well, that is the first time that's ever happened during an intro or outro up here. Albeit I knew that this hill wasn't safe or lit up at all. Okay, well that's a project for another time. I will need to light it up. Man, that's disappointing. Okay, so... oh, also I guess I never mentioned this, but we did do... I guess we'll very slowly get there. We did manage to do... change this thing up so it looks a little nicer. I got tired of walking through that boring thing, so I really like the way the redstone lamps look with the oak and the spruce. Just looks pretty good. So that's done. Okay, there you go. Picking up a little bit of speed. That was pretty slow. I should probably build a couple of those closer together. Okay, so if you remember I'm pretty sure the first project other than our house that we did on this map was the villager breeder. Since that's been around since the beginning, I decided it would be nice to update it, and so I think that's just so cool. Since I decided the villager breeder had been around since the beginning, I decided it was time to update it, and I wanted to do something really big for it. So, should be able to see it from pretty far away. It did take a whole bunch of concrete resources, and a little bit of stress. But we significantly increased the villager breeder. Oh my god, that looks so cool. So there's our new villager breeder. Yeah, looking pretty good there, Mr. Villager. So now the village has a serious guardian to the village. Okay, so I did light everything up as well, so this should be lit up. It should be totally mob proof. Although, I don't know. With my luck, there might be like a solid spot that's not. So let's take the ride up. Nice. Looking pretty good there. It's just flying along. Yeah, it was a little... I don't know. Building this... Oops. There you go. Oh! Nice! It's working. So... Perfect. So... I think this is a little bit bigger than my last one. Just because I doubled up the beds. But this was all of the beds I was able to take from the last one and a bunch of the wool. From this one, I guess with all my projects where I've used wool, I'm almost out of wool. But I'm happy with the way it turned out. I also threw a couple of emeralds in there. Also, I didn't realize this was at cloud level. That's hilarious. Okay, cool. I did use a couple emeralds in the eyes just because I've gotten a whole bunch of emeralds from these guys, so I thought it would be silly not to make it super fancy for them. Okay, but yeah, Let's get down and I can show you one look of it from the ground. No, I'm just really happy with the way this turned out. Like it did take a while, because I've seen some designs about people making the so where it's block to block, but I ended up doing like a or a pixel to block ratio. I ended up doing a 1 pixel to 4 blocks, so a 2x2 square. I don't know, conversion. So it took a while, but it looks so cool. I'm so happy with it. It's also hilarious. I don't think at any point during the build did I realize this was his head was at cloud level. That's amazing. But yeah, so there's our new villager breeder. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. That's just hilarious. But yeah, I think that's probably it for this episode. I think that's everything we covered. Did the villager breeder, did the Hog Wind Farm, showed the XP creeper and paper farms. We checked out Mount Mobsmore. Also, way to go to the subscriber who came up with that name. That was hilarious. At first, I was thinking about like a Mount Creepmore or Mount Creepsmore, but Mount Mobsmore is just so much cooler. Well done, you guys. But yeah, so we're on top. Actually, even better than up here. Let's do my outro from the... Ooh, I got a little feather falling. Let's do the outro from the nose. Perfect. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode as much as I enjoyed making it. I really enjoyed this breeder. It was just so cool. Also a little creepy. But in a good way, kind of, I think. No, it's okay. It looks cool. I'm happy with this. Perfect. So thanks for watching, you guys. I hope you had a good day. If you did like the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It sure helps me grow the channel, and I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And if you guys have any comments about things you want to see in the next 100 days, let me know. I do have a couple plans, because this is 1.16 now. I want to make a kind of a little pigman farm. I want to make a kind of little ode to the pigman. I also have a really cool idea for a new Hog Wind Farm, because the one I did was just a little basic, but I want to update it already. The big project I have planned, especially now that I have all these wither skeletons, I want to fight the wither. And once I fight the wither, I want to get the beacon. And once I have the beacon, I want to start on a slime farm. Just because slimes are super helpful, whether it's the flying machines or almost anything with redstone that's complicated. I really want to get onto that. So I guess I will see you guys in the next episode, okay? Take care. Have a great day. And remember, if you want to subscribe, it sure helps me out. You guys have a great day, okay?